hear that turbo spool though? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Yes, and we are back in the Civic. Okay, let me get this done right now. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Yes. Appreciate everybody for liking the video. Leo Legion, I got that wrong. Yeah. Leo Legion, loyal commenters and subscribers, you are very much appreciated. Okay. Let's get to the crux of the video, which is, of course, the Honda Civic. Now, you've seen the title, you know what's happening here, so let's get right to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this Honda Civic series is going to be epic for one main reason, and that is because I'm going to highlight exactly why this is the best used car you can buy in this spec. So first of all, this is a 17 Honda Civic EXT. It doesn't have the badge on the side, but what the EXT does give you is the turbo engine and a manual transmission option. Why do I say this is the most reliable? Most people don't believe that the turbo engine is reliable, but Honda, through me, has just proven that actually it is. And I'm going to show you that right now. Now, my engine bay is dirty, very dirty. I haven't cleaned it in forever. But yes, it is still going strong. It is still ticking away perfectly because I have did all the maintenance. Every single piece of maintenance you can think of, I've done it just about. These engines have a timing chain, by the way, but number one, the turbo engine is extremely reliable. The turbo is an Earth Dreams turbo, and I will get to what I have and have not changed in a minute. But these videos are going to be a sequence of videos as far as number one, the maintenance, two, transmission, of course, and of course, cost. All right, how much did this thing cost to this point? The second thing, all right, the second thing is the manual transmission. It doesn't get more reliable than this. A lot of people talk about fast and speed, but the reality of it is, if you want reliability, you have to go manual transmission. It's something about this transmission as well that I have to tell you guys in the maintenance video. So if you're watching this after it's already come out, you're going to want to see that, because this is going to be very important information, especially if you're looking to, you know, buy one of these, because the reality of it is, it's extremely reliable. Okay, the last and final reason why this is extremely reliable, through me, I can tell you officially that this car has, yes, you see it right here. Yes, I know I need to watch it. 522,656 miles. All right. No, I haven't changed the engine. No, I haven't replaced the transmission. No, I haven't had any major issues with this vehicle outside of regular scheduled maintenance. All right. So I'm going to have videos coming down the line about how in the world I ended up with 500,000 miles on my car that is literally only 4 years old. This is a 2017, 4 years old, and I have over 500,000 miles on this car. When I bought this car, I bought it brand new with 15 miles on it. I acquired this vehicle brand new with 15 miles on it. Boom. But yes, in later videos, I will go over the price, the maintenance costs. The price is probably going to be in like the video I'll talk about the 500,000 miles aspect, but I'm going to tell you right now, you only need one car. You only got to buy this one car and you're good probably for like 30 years. But I'm going to have a video coming on that too. And actually it makes sense. And I think the wildest thing about this entire ordeal is the fact that this car is so inexpensive to own and run. It's unbelievable to me. And of course, I said this vehicle for a specific reason, because it's a manual EXT turbo. So if you get the turbo engine and a manual, you're good to go. Yes, again, maintenance only, things that wear and tear. But if you're talking about the engine and the vehicle itself, I mean, come on. Look at this thing. One wash and you would think this car only has 20, 30, 60, no more than like 80,000 miles on it. Come on, man. Come on, man. No more than like 80,000 miles on this car. But it has over 500,000. I have been persistent in keeping the maintenance done and up to date on this car, because I know that's what makes these cars last. Look, back seat. Man, this car is so good. I'm telling you guys right now, when I originally showed up at the dealership, I went there thinking I need a car. I didn't even know the car was a manual. That's the craziest thing about it. But anyway, let's go for a ride. Let's talk while we're on the road. Let's get out of here. Unbelievable. The most unbelievable thing is when you ride this car and you be like, oh, what you got, about 60K, 80K on this car? Nope. Try 500,000 miles. Yes, 500,000. And my goal is to ultimately get this car to about 750,000. Shout out to Honda. Any of y'all work for Honda corporate, let them guys know that this will be actually a good piece for marketing, because you know the CRV came out with this turbo engine, and you know people were talking about oil dilution and reliability issues with the engine. A pretty decent amount of videos were made on it. Look at that. And it still feels good and has pull. No problem flooring the car if I need to. No issues with the transmission. Nice and smooth. Come on, man. Maintenance is everything. I think I have to do, I usually service the main transmission like every 50,000 miles. 30 is recommended, but I always travel far. So as you can see, based on the miles. But anyway, yes, this is the most reliable type of car you can buy, to my knowledge and experience as well. But this is proof though. You know, we know the older cars are reliable. We know the older engines are reliable. And there was a lot of talk about, oh, do you think new cars will be as reliable as the old cars with all the electronics? Man, when I get into the maintenance video, when I start really breaking a lot of this stuff down, how much I paid for the 500,000 miles worth of maintenance, you're gonna really understand just how affordable and efficient these cars are. Oh, yeah, no, huh? No, actually, no, your eyes are not deceiving you. That does say 44.7 miles per gallon. It does. It actually does. Yes, almost as good as hybrids. And the best I've gotten is even more than that. But that's another video. But let's go for a little pull. All right, here we go. This car has been so well maintained that I don't even have to worry about flooring it and doing hard pulls in the car, because I've literally done every piece of maintenance necessary to this point during the lifespan of this vehicle. So let's go ahead, drop it in first, and let's do a nice little takeoff real quick. Let's see what we can get. I know this car does 0 to 60 probably in like 9, 10, 11 seconds, but that's not even what it's about. Yes, again, your eyes are not deceiving you. But yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go. Woo! Man, I told you guys I was gonna have something crazy to show you guys and tell you guys. And yes, I have a 4-year-old car with 500,000 miles on it that I got brand new in August of 2017 with 15 miles on it. Absolutely bananas. But this car is not about speed. It's not a speed racer. So if you're talking about efficiency, you got the miles per gallon and you've got eco mode. And once you put it in eco mode, of course, the ignition timing is cut. You don't get as much power in the lower range of the RPM, up to about maybe, the turbo usually kicks in pretty early in regular mode. I would say like probably like 2,000 RPM to 2,500 RPM you feel the turbo kick in. But once you put it in eco mode, that goes up to around 3,000. I'm actually gonna try that right now. All right, here we go. Let's see. Let me give it about half throttle. Yeah, there it go. It kicked in a little bit later. So let me slow down. Let me see. Yeah, it doesn't kick in as quick. Let's go into normal mode. Let's make this turn and let's see. Let's see what we got here. Let me go down in a second. Nice little downshift. Yes, it kicks in much sooner. Much sooner. Let me go back into eco. Go down into third, same mile an hour. Yeah, much more push and pull in your normal mode. But yeah, if you want just a comfortable, and you know what, I want to say something about the new one too that I just recently did a video on. That thing got almost 20,000 views. Very good video, actually. My assessment of it, especially in comparison to this car, is very spot on. This shifter, as you can see, has much longer throws, and it's not as notchy, it's not as taut and tight. This is like, here, second, it's just very smooth. Back to third. You can pretty much do it. Let's go into fourth. One finger. And if you're talking about just regular cruising and reliability, man, I'm telling, and it still feels sporty, but regular cruising and reliability, it's unbeatable, man. Unbeatable. And I'm not saying that as though I'm a car reviewer that's driven hundreds and hundreds of cars, but for the basics of what you need for reliability, for a soft clutch, a nice light clutch, a soft shift clutch in. Look how smooth that is. Click, click. Yeah, it gets no better. So it's not that the turbo kicks in at a different RPM. It just takes longer to kick in when you're in eco mode than in normal mode. Like the turbo will kick in right away. You can feel the lag, but you can also feel it start to pull hard once you get on the gas. Pretty interesting experience. I definitely understand why so many people love turbo engines, because you can really feel that power like when you get on it. Like right now, see how quick that comes in at half a throttle? Now let me slow back down to 20, go into eco mode, and now it kicks in. It kicks in much later, but it kicks in. The turbo sounds good when it's quiet, get a nice little hissing sound. Yeah, man, this car is good. That's crazy that this sedan, like, this isn't even a hatchback, and I don't even think the hatchback regularly comes in manual. I think it only comes in automatic, if I'm not mistaken, unless you get the Type R. But that's pretty much it. This car is good. I say the same thing about this car that I said about the 11th gen hatchback 2.0. You're gonna have to pretty much go into a low gear and floor it if you want to pass people, and if you want to pass people on the highway. These cars are street quick, but if you're talking about rural road and highway, nah, they're actually, you know, compared to what a lot of these cars are doing nowadays as far as performance, these cars are slow. You know what I'm saying? They're slow. 200 horsepower. It's gonna, if you get the SI, yeah, the SI is gonna feel quick to you, and the SI is actually pretty quick. But the weird thing is, this EXT is actually faster than last generation's SI. So there you go. But let me wrap it up. We're gonna talk about maintenance, all right? How much this car cost brand new, and how much it costs to maintain it up to 500,000 miles. That video is coming down the line as well. Yes, this car still actually looks pretty good. But yes, also we're going to talk about how this car can also last you a lifetime, all right? This car can last you 30 years. I'm going to talk about the numbers, how that's even possible, and how affordable it is over that course of 30 years. Also, I'm going to talk about how I was able to achieve over 45 miles per gallon, nearly 50 miles per gallon on this vehicle. I'm going to talk about that as well. Also going to follow the progress. We're gonna follow the progress of me putting 700K on this car, all right? I need to get this done. Ideally, I would like 1,000,000 miles, but I'll settle for 700 and I'll go get the hatchback as promised. And finally, I will do a video talking about why the manual transmission, even in 2021, is more reliable and gets better gas mileage than the automatics. Okay, yes it does. All right, I'm gonna do a video on it. This car is proof of that. All of that will be broken down in the subsequent video. Yeah, but that's that's it. Appreciate you guys for watching. You know, I'll see you guys in the next video when I the Genesis Coupe is done for. All right, what do I mean by that? You'll see.